go ahead and free yourself, okay? I don't want no kids. What's up, fam? It's your girl Q, back at Blessed to Be a Blessing, where we are blessed to be a blessing. Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel tonight. Let me go ahead and first and foremost give a shout out to all of my blessed ones. I love you guys. You are so blessed and highly favored. Also, let me go ahead and shout out my girl Amber, who always ties the loose ends for me when we talk about queens, okay? So thank you again, Amber, for last week kind of like bringing some things together for me about Eric and all of that situation that happened last week. Anyway, without further ado, we are here to talk about the season finale, y'all. Season 1, episode 13, entitled 2022. So they brought it back to current day, okay? The girls have been inducted into the Hip Hop Hall of Fame. Hey! So I'm excited. I'm super excited. My girl Eve made an appearance. Because y'all know I've been missing Eve on the show. I really have. You know, last week I was feeling a little melancholy about I don't like the way the show going. But I like it now. Like this week was amazing. This was, I hate that it was a season finale because this was to me, it was the very best episode. But I'm looking forward to it coming back next season. You know, this is ABC. This is a big network. So I'm pretty sure they'll bring them back. So anyway, it had a lot going on. I want to call this personally the grow up and glow up episode, okay? Because everybody grew up, put their big girl panties on, was being responsible adults, just growing up, starting with Butter Pecan Rican. Now, y'all know she's been working my nerve all season, but this episode, she was so mature. She wasn't acting self-centered and conceited and stuck on herself and all superficial and stuff. She was not doing any of that. She went ahead and was talking to Brandy's character, Naomi, and just letting her know that, she broke it off with the guy that she married because, last week she had that little scare about possibly having cancer of the uterus, so it kind of jeopardized whether she would have kids or not. And she just was true to herself. She's like, she really does not want kids. He really does. So she just told him, honey, go ahead and free yourself, okay? I don't want no kids. So that was very responsible of her. And, she was acting more humble and showing humility because, she's been doing her tour for her song, which has blown up, but she's been touring by herself with it. So, the girls are giving her props on it. And she's like, well, it just, without y'all there, it just feels different. I go off the stage. I'm so used to laughing and hugging with you guys, but now I'm all alone and everything. So, they're like, oh, you're showing humility and this and that, which is good. She grew up. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Valeria is going to be like in next season. All right. Next grow up, Eric. Eric and Naomi. So it's pretty much official at this point. They together, they kicking it, they trying it out and everything. So Eric approaches JoJo and he's like, look, I'm about to ask your mama to marry me. And so JoJo's stoked about it. Of course, her mom, her dad, she ain't never, she didn't really grow up with either of them. So this is a big deal, right? So he was like, I just want to know what you think about it, which I thought that was very sweet, Eric. So kudos to Eric, because we all know that his heart has always been with Naomi, just like his ex-wife, Robin, said last week. She had found that letter that he had wrote to Naomi, and at the end of it, it said, it has always been and always will be you, something to that effect. She said that's what broke her and let her know that, just she don't have his heart, Naomi does. So, and it's showing to be true. So anyway, that's Eric's plan, right? So he's getting ready to pop the question or whatever. And then he got interrupted. So it turns out he ended up actually popping the question behind stage after they did their performance for the Hip Hop Hall of Fame induction, which, by the way, they slayed, baby. Slayed. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. Brandy, sis, you're very talented. I got to give it to her, y'all. Brandy can rap. She can sing. She can act her butt off. I've always thought she was a very, very good actress. So Brandy, she sang a little bit last night. And she rapped because they're a rap group. But she was spitting bars, baby. Spitting bars, okay? So anyway, he proposed to her and everything, and they were all happy and excited or whatever, right? So at the very end, I know I'm all out of sequence, y'all, but whatever. At the very end, they ended up having like a small little wedding. So they got married, okay? Eric and Naomi got married, so I'm super happy about that. Now, as far as when Brianna's coming back, she sent them a little text message of a picture of all of them as a group. Just low-key said, y'all, I'm coming back. She's in Costa Rica. You know, she's been traumatized from the shooting and all of that. So at the Hall of Fame induction, they had like different people. They had like Trina. I can't remember, a few other celebrities, like just saying what's up to them and congratulating them, and then boom, here comes Brianna. They showed her on there too, so that was good, because in her place for rapping that night, they let Muffin join in, and you know Muffin, she spit bars anyway. She just that new school flavor, okay? Speaking of Muffin, her grow up and glow up was very on point. I'm super proud of Muffin. Okay, so she was feeling a little bit down about herself, just like she wasn't popping off like she was before, where she was rapping about drugs and all that kind of stupid stuff. Now that she done cleaned her life up, she trying to walk straight and narrow. You know, she's like, dang, you know, it's not even jumping. Well, she and Jill were out having lunch outside, and this group of kids walked up to her, and they were like, because what it was is she had performed at like a college, a little college or something, and it was she was complaining because it was only like 20 people there. So anyway, but about 4 or 5 of those 20 people walked up to her and were like, look, we're an advocacy, you know, we are here to talk about prison reform. We're trying to fight for prisoners who are on death row, but they're innocent. So it was a guy, I can't remember the young man's name, but he's on death row, 28 years old, been on death row since he was 18 years old, right? So the group is like, we want to get him off. We know that he's innocent. We want to get him another trial. You know, they've been fighting and doing the research, but they wanted to bring Muffin in to use like her celebrity, her platform to bring awareness to this, because the young man was scheduled to be executed, y'all, like in some days, like a week or something like that. So it really hit Muffin's heart, because apparently, which I didn't know, Muffin went and took the bar exam to be a lawyer. Okay, sounds like Miss Muffin is a little bit book smart too, so good for her. So anyway, I don't think she passed it. Whatever they did mention that though, and she mentioned that she studied for it, so she knows a little bit about the legal system and about the law. So that piqued an interest in her. She really went head on with trying to bring awareness to this young man's case and to try to help get him off of death row and prevent him from being executed in a few days. So it got to the point where either the mayor or the governor of Arizona, which is where the young man was locked up, reached out to her and was like, hey, he wanted to meet her. So she flew out there and everything and tried to bend, just stood her up. You know, had her sitting up there all day, and the secretary keep checking back in, and then finally, oh, well, he's gone for the day. You know, just some bull. So Muffin got pissed off, and she was like, I'm sick of this. So it brought her down. You know, she's like, you know, well, what am I here to do? What am I here for? What am I going to do? You know, she was really into helping this young man. That was her grow up. You know, she was being selfless. She was doing something to help somebody else. She was thinking of another person. So that was amazing. So, of course, Jill has been her cheerleader through the whole thing, pushing her through, like, do it, Muffin, do it. So she's, like, trying to encourage her, and she get all huffy with Jill, like, just get out, you know, because she in her feelings. You know, her feelings was hurt. Anyway, long story short, when she filled in for P6 at the Hall of Fame induction, she opened it up in like an orange jumpsuit. She had the young man's picture up. She told his story, just came out. It was nice. It was well put together. And she told the young man's story, brought awareness to that. And, you know, she put the phone number up of that governor or the mayor, whoever he was, like, call him, okay, y'all, and let him know to free this young man. So I'm pretty sure old boy's phone is blowing up. So next season, I guess we'll see more of that. I hope so. I really do, because that was a very, very good storyline. So that was little Miss Muffin's glow up. And then my girl Jill 3, her glow up and grow up is that, you know, she has taken Eric's place as the manager of the label. So she's bringing in other acts and signing other groups and stuff like that. So she's getting the label popping with doing all of that. So it's turning out really, really good for all of them. So I'm super stoked about it. I hope y'all watched it. Make sure you go ahead, like, share, comment. Let's get a conversation going. If you have not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting on. Go ahead and subscribe, okay? Holla at your girl. All right, so again, thank you guys so much for joining me here at Blessed to be a Blessing. I shall see you guys, I guess, on the next recap. All right, y'all have a good night.